Hey everyone, welcome back to exactly where we left off, and we're going to keep going down the rabbit hole. Well, it appears that I made 2 axes instead of 2 pickaxes last video. So that's a big whoops on my part. So I'm going to correct that right now. Here we go. I don't know what that whirling sound in the background is. It's not my laptop, for once. Might just be white noise that I'm hearing. This is actually my second time doing this, technically, so that whole bit up there was actually just a fake act. A direct copy of the previous video that I had to restart because I got a text message about an hour earlier than I usually get a text message. So, yeah. There we go. Looks like all the mobs that were here last episode. Oh, come on. I'm not even going for that coal. This is dumb. You hear that? I'm hunting zombies. Okay, past him. There he is, right there. Come on. Spooky boy. Loose gravel. Always a delight to see. Ooh, iron. Good thing I mined up the coal. Or else I would have never found that. There we go. And shoe. so much iron. Not complaining or anything, but just a lot of it. Ah, finally, a good cave. One thing that I do that I don't know if this is a common practice or not, because I really don't watch other people play Minecraft because I don't have time to do that anymore, but I always place my torches on the right side of the cave. So when I'm leaving the cave, as long as the torches are on the, oh god damn it, the left side, it will not matter, because I'll always end up finding my way back. You know, I started actually doing the clicking stuff when I was little, after I watched The Predator. And I was always a really big fan of the Alien vs. Predator franchise as a kid. And I loved the xenomorphs. I had a fascination with the predators. I had like all the xenomorph types memorized. You had your drones, your Praetorians, your runners, you had your warrior class, you had the queen, your facehuggers, your ravengers, your carriers, your predaliens. The good old days. If you recognize those as being units from a certain game, then good on you. If you don't, it's alright. The game was made in 2004. The game in question is Alien vs. Predator's Extinction. It was an RTS game, surprise, surprise, where you could play as the Predator faction, the human faction, or the alien faction. And I loved the alien faction because you could manage a colony of aliens and basically control them and whatnot. And I always had a lot of fun with that because I have a weird, like, enjoyment of, like, building bases and micromanaging and macromanaging, like, ridiculous stuff in RTS games. So I would always build these enormous trap hives in the game, in the campaign, and then lure humans through. And then the facehuggers would then do the rest of the work. And one by one, all of my enemies would be converted into helpless prey for the xenomorph hive. I had problems as a kid. One day those sounds will not play, but today is not the day. Okay, this is starting to get a little out of hand when it comes to expansion caves here. Okay, cool. And that other pickaxe that I made a little bit ago was already almost broken. And I almost have 2 stacks of iron. $25, $35 is where home is. Or, well, it's technically 250, but I don't remember the zeros because the zeros are implied. Let's get rid of some trashy blocks here. And free up a little bit of inventory space. I'm not too worried about collecting coal right now. I'm a little bit more worried about finding precious resources that aren't easy to obtain. Granted, iron is not a precious resource, but it is most certainly... Oh shoot, I just used all my sticks. And I continue to mine the coal as if, like, it doesn't matter. You know, it's kind of funny to think that this whole cave section was only found because I heard a zombie growl for a split second. Okay, this might be the last patch of iron that I collect before I head to the surface and get more sticks. Yep, it's official, I'm heading back. I don't know if you saw that or not, but there were 2 creepers waiting for me up there. So now we follow the light up road. That'll take us to the surface. Ta-da! There's always a method to my madness, sometimes. Of course it's nighttime. When is it not nighttime? Ooh, I have a bow. When did I get a bow? Must have been from a skeleton boy. Serves them right. I'm not really a fan of diorite and andesite, and they're so common that it really doesn't matter if I choose to store them temporarily or permanently in the ground. I would take a screenshot, but I need to start getting more day screenshots because almost every single screenshot that I take is a nighttime screenshot. And I only have one ASMR video that has a daytime screenshot, and that's episode 6. Oh, and episode 4 just hit 100 views. So, good job, gang, for giving me views and making me feel a bit more confident about myself. Much appreciated. You know, I was kind of thinking, this kind of briefly came up in a conversation that I heard while on campus today, and it kind of makes me just want to give up in humanity. And I thought that this conversation, like topic, died out in 2011, but apparently it's still going. These 3 guys were talking about the best plan to survive the zombie apocalypse. And they were using plans that anyone with half a brain would think of, such as going to the supermarket and raiding it for supplies. My question is who wouldn't be doing that? That's probably one of the most dangerous places to be actually during a zombie apocalypse, is where everyone else is willing to basically go and kill for supplies to make sure their family was safe. Like in The Walking Dead, if you remember, Abraham, he, when the supermarket was, just using blunt objects to bash people's skulls in to make sure that his family had food, which turned out to actually turn against him because his family was seeing the monster he was becoming, and they ended up becoming food for the horde. And Abraham's backstory explains why he's one of the only people in the group that has a demented smile on his face when he kills a walker. But also keep in mind that Abraham is sort of like a late season character. I'm trying to avoid spoilers because I just realized I almost said something bad about what Abraham does or didn't do. So actually, I can't do that. I need to have it on the floor. Floor torches are ignore torches. That's my rule. If it's on the floor, you ignore it, because that means that it's just mostly to keep monsters from spawning. Yes! Mob spawner. Oh, please don't be a spider spawner. Please do not be a spider spawner. Ooh, that was easy. Oh. Thank the ancients. Don't need you. Don't need you. Grab you. Let's see, what else can I drop? Here, I know. Let's set up a little bit of shop here and get going. I don't need wheat. That's a very common resource. I was hoping for a music disc, in particular Cat, but I guess I'm not gonna get that quite yet. Fun fact, C418, the conductor and musician behind all of Minecraft's famous tracks, also conducted the Stranger Things theme song. So there was a slight oversight on my part. I kind of thought about this as it was happening, but oh, I can keep smelting stuff now. Okay, hold on. Just gonna drop that entire boy in there. We're gonna come back for it in a little bit. Or maybe the cave stops here. Yep. There is one other part of the cave that I can still explore though, so. Why did I pick up the wrong flash? I only see any way that I can optimize my inventory because I'm a filthy hoarder. I don't need the oak sapling. I might take this with me. I'm kidding. I'm gonna save that for later. Huh. Okay. Oh shoot, I didn't finish my my story about the people talking about the zombies on campus. So basically, they were going about how they have this like expert plan. They're gonna go to the grocery store, they're gonna scavenge a bunch of food, and they're gonna go find a high place and hide there and then break the stairs. Break the stairs. How do you break stairs in a modern house without spending a vast amount of time and just like, not only, I mean, it's just. God, those noises. It would be really cool if like there was a way to track down where those noises were coming from and like figure out what was causing the ticking. Like those just demonic sounds. That would make Minecraft a really awesome game, I think, is if those ambient noises had sources. Like imagine like hearing those sounds and it turns out there's some kind of like titan or ghoul or something like that lurking around the caves, dragging along his weapon across the stone as he hunts for you. But little do you know you're moving just a little bit too fast for him to ever catch up to you. But one day, you're gonna turn the corner and he's gonna get you. Because like some of these ambient sounds are just like ridiculous. Like it sounds like there's some sort of like demonic presence hunting you down. But there never is. Ever. It's just like resource pack stuff. And it never like amounts to anything interesting. It's just like sit there a little spooked for a couple seconds. And then that's it. Cool. Okay. I gotta remember which direction that cave entrance was. It was a lower quadrant cave. Left hand side. Then up. No, because this is one that spirals up. When I was talking about how it goes a little out of control, which means the cave that I need to be going to is up here. Yeah, we're going the right direction. All these are left side torches. I just went in a circle. Okay, I was going the right direction. Go through, gravel dig in, pops out here. Nothing. Okay. down, little buddy. Where is that cave at? Because I know it's somewhere. Maybe it's down here. The freaking story about the people. I keep forgetting and getting distracted. So they wanted to break the stairs. And they would live up there with water that would be sitting out in like a tub. And it's like, you know, everyone else read the zombie survival guide, alright, when they were 11. That's not going to work at all, alright? There are so many problems with that. First off, the water is going to basically be desanitized after the first couple of days, and microbacteria will be growing in there like rampant, making it unsafe to drink. So there's that. And considering that you have no idea what kind of virus it is, if it's transmitted by blood, if it's an airborne pathogen, if it's anything that isn't like what we expect it to be, everything's going to be thrown out the window. Everything. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I know there was a cave earlier, and I'm trying to figure out how to get back to it. Okay, so this is where. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Could have been a little better, but I'm not complaining. You little bastard. Oh, you killed the poor bat. You monster. Literally, monster. What the fuck? The reflection of the torch in my hand kind of spooked me because I thought it was like the eye of something. Be gone. What? Cool. This entire cave system has now been explored. To my knowledge, anyways. Alright, time to follow the rule. And head back up to the surface, where it will probably be nighttime still, or a new day will cycle through, and we'll be dealing with the monsters that lurk in the shadows of the night once again. Days pick up. Just a bottom feed. Alright. Showtime. Check. Not check. 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 This way. And boom. Look at that, made it back home safely. Would you look at that? That's what I'm talking about. Look at those vines. Alright, as per usual, now we need a screenshot. Here we go. Cool. Alright. Well, there we go. Thanks for watching. And hopefully you enjoyed this video of me running around in Minecraft like a complete idiot for 30 minutes. This would be the 9th edition of that. So, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Please leave a comment, like. You don't have to subscribe, but it'd be awesome if you did. So, yeah. I always did hate goodbyes, but they gotta happen.